my friends, sink your teeth into our today's special value. This is the unofficial kickoff of summer right here, which means it's time to get grilling. It's time to get the burgers. The capital T-H-E burgers from Rastelli's, our #1 food brand here at QVC, the Wagyu Kobe style beef burgers. The biggest, the thickest, the juiciest. I mean, take that in, will you? Burger that Rastelli's brings to us here at QVC. In fact, you do have your choice of either 14 or 28. This is the 7th year of this tradition of Rastelli's bringing us a burger, today's special value, to kick off summer. Now, what's really cool is that last year at the same time, we were able to bring you Wagyu Kobe style burgers. Can't promise we can do it again next year, but what's extra special is that somehow, because Ray Rastelli loves you and me, same price as last year. While we know prices are going up, this is something that you can depend on, which also means please, oh please, lock this into auto delivery. When you do, we're gonna receive your burgers every 60 days for an entire year. Now, if you locked this into auto delivery last year, well, that's just about up. So it's time to reorder. Now, you have your choice of the 14 count or the 28 count. The 14 count as a today's special value, and again, a price that goes away at the end of the day, comes home for $79.98 and a $16 easy pay. Works out to be $5.71 a burger. Now, if you shop for food here at QVC, we always give you a little stock up and save as a little incentive to get more home, because we just know when this comes home, everyone will be obsessed. Bring home the 28 count, which is more limited, for $129.98, $26 on an easy pay, $4.64 for these massive Kobe style burgers. Now, we do have ship dates. It could ship right now. It could ship the week of May 19th, or, which has been very popular in time for 4th of July, it could ship the week of June 23rd. Now, if you want the 28 count in June, there's only about 400 left. And we started with almost 5,000. And if you want the 28 count in the May ship week, we start about 5,000 of those, and only about 1,000 of those left. All this to say, this is the final presentation. This is the same price we were able to bring you from last year, which is unheard of, but this is something so extraordinary, so special, and you already know this because 33,000 of you already ordered this today. Your item number is M133570. Of these Kobe style burgers, in just the last year, we've sold 1 million of them. Now, when we talk about burgers across the board from you, Ray, we're talking 4.5 million. I am so happy to have the final presentation. If I had seen on my schedule that we had this today's special value and I was not on the schedule, I would have flipped some tables. How are you, my friend?
Terrific, and it's so wonderful to be here with you. And this is really special. This is our ultimate in a burger. This is kicking off the summer grilling season. It's the Wagyu Kobe burger. It is the most sought after beef in the world, and there's a reason for it, because these cattle are the most marbled. When you think about the finest cattle, these are cattle that we are raising right here in the Ohio Valley. These are farmers that I have worked with for over 45 years, so I always inspect what I expect, and that's so important, right? We know now where this meat comes from, we know who it goes to, we know the care in which these animals are raised. There's no antibiotics, there's no steroids, there's no hormones, and that means we've got a very, very healthy product. We've got a product that's high in omega-3s, but most of all, we've got a product that's flavorful, that's like butter in your mouth, and just juices. Now, I brought these out, and we started 5 minutes ago. I want you to see something. They are still juicing.
Oh my goodness.
And what that is the marbling that you find inside of a Kobe steak. If you get a Wagyu steak or a Wagyu burger at a great steakhouse, Julia, a burgers are going to cost you minimally $40. If it's a steak, it's $100. This is that same exact piece of beef, but it's QVC value.
So here's a fun fact that I really gravitated towards when I was doing my research and prepping for the show. There are roughly 30 million beef cows in the United States, okay? 30 million. There's only about 5,000 in the entire country that are this Wagyu Kobe style.
That is correct.
That's insane.
It is insane. And the Wagyu breed of cattle was originated in Kobe, Japan. That's where it gets the name Kobe. But in 1970, a small herd was brought over, and it began to grow, but still just to 5,000. So when you think of it, that's less than 1/10 of 1% of cattle in this country are actually Wagyu. But this is the reason why everyone wants Wagyu, because the moisture, the tenderness, the texture. And when you get a Wagyu burger at home, you're going to realize that you may have never had a juicy burger like this. Promise you, it'll not only be juicy and tender, but it'll have a flavor that you've never had before. Most people think of it as butter. It's a buttery, velvety taste. And because we fold the meat together, Julia, you can see this is not pressed together. The meat is folded together to make this burger. This burger is going to actually plump when you cook it, and we'll show you that.
I mean, it's like an actual waterfall of juices coming out of it. And now we are how many minutes in? 7 minutes in, if not more, into our presentation, and it just keeps, it's like you've given it a butter bath, like professional chefs do with the filet mignons and things like that. Now, before we build a burger, I just want to try this in its purest form.
Absolutely.
Can I do that?
Yep, I'm going to. You got a fork there now?
I got a fork.
I'm going to let you cut it with the fork, because the one thing you're going to notice with the Kobe burgers is that they cut with a fork. They're juicy, they're tender, but their meat is folded together, and that gives you that buttery flavor and tenderness.
Oh, man.
Right?
I got to tell you, it's like it melts in your mouth.
That's...
It's like you get this robust flavor of the beef. It is unmatched. It is so different from anything you've ever tried before. As well, you talk.
So I will promise you this: when you get these at home, you're going to cook these right from frozen. Now, we've got lots of holidays coming up, right? We've got Father's Day, we've got Mother's Day, we've got 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day. When they go on your grill, your guests and your family are going to look at it and say, that's the biggest burger I've ever seen, and it is. It's 5.33 ounces. Then when it begins to cook, and Chris is going to show you how you cook it right from frozen, they're going to realize that burger doesn't shrink. It actually plumps when you actually cook it. And then finally, when they put this in their mouth and they eat this burger, they're going to realize they've never had the most incredible Wagyu burger as this is. So
it is definitely a cut above. It is different. It is luxurious. There's an elegance to it. Now, before we move on, I just want to remind everyone of your offer. And if you want to come over here with me real quick, you can get home the largest, biggest, thickest, juiciest burger that Ray Rastelli, our #1 food brand, brings to us here at QVC. You can get home 14 of them, and when you do, you're looking at $5.71 per burger and an easy pay of $16. Or double it up without doubling the price. You know how we do here at QVC. In fact, it's a stock up and save of 2 pennies shy of $30. And now that works out to $4.64 per 5.33 ounce burger. You have to lock this in on auto delivery. This is the same price we were able to bring you last year, and nothing is the same price as last year right now. Now, a lot of you are picking up the 28 count. So let me tell you your ship weeks for either the 14 or the 28 count. I can ship now. We can ship the week of May 19th or the week of June 23rd. Auto delivery, these burgers, fancy burgers, arrive every 60 days for an entire year. Okay. Oh, I have an update. If you want the 28 count in the June ship week, now there's only 300 left of the 5,000 that we started with. In June, what? We're talking 4th of July right around the corner.
That's right.
Summer barbecues, beach barbecues on, like, coming around to start tailgating again.
There's so many things you can do with this, and we're going to show you actually some recipes we put together to do that. But this is one of the ways I like eating this Kobe Wagyu steak burger. I cut it just like I cut a steak. All I did was took that burger off the grill, I let it rest for about 2 or 3 minutes, cut it like a steak, dropping my seasoning that you get with each of these boxes right on top. And this is going to be the most incredible, tender, juicy steak that you ever had. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at how beautiful that steak is. And I promise you, it will be the most tender and incredibly juicy. Think about putting a Wagyu steak burger on your plate for that value. That's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's unheard of. And
Yeah.
somehow we're able to get you the same price that we got you last year. This is a tradition. This is how we kick off, unofficially,
Yes.
the summer season. And summer season means grilling season. Look, it is, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock at night. It's gorgeous out right now.
It is beautiful.
Chris is
right now.
rocking it out on the grill. It smells so good here. But before we go to Chris, I'd love to go to the butcher block.
Absolutely.
Because you always give us such a great education of why, first of all, you're our #1 food brand here at QVC, and why you bring us certain and specific cuts.
So it's so important as a butcher to know exactly where your meat's coming from, know the farmers that are actually helping to raise this and those ranchers. So we start with Wagyu beef, the finest beef in all the world. We take these Wagyu chucks and the Wagyu steak cuts, and what we do is we make sure we get the marbling that's required. So as you can see, this marbling, or what I call meat candy, is what makes this so rich. It's what makes it so juicy and tender. We then take that and we grind that into these beautiful noodles here. And we do that because we don't want to bother the integrity of the meat. We want that meat to stay in place so that when you bite into it, you get that steak feel. We then put them in the beautiful puck and then press each one of them and fold it together to get our burger. So when you get this burger at home, all you're going to do is take it out of the package from frozen, drop it on your grill in about 4 to 5 minutes. You're going to get some moisture on top. You're going to season it. You're going to flip it once, but you're not going to press it. And then you will see this burger actually begin to plump, because again, we are folding this meat together and we're not pressing it together. It's going to be tender with every single bite.
That's your special technology that we know and love, but now
Yes.
done with Wagyu style Kobe beef. Absolutely incredible. You can build your burgers however your little heart desires. You can put this over a salad. I love a protein style burger as much as I love it on a bun. But you get to play with this when you're looking at a price per burger on that 28 count of $4.64. Now remember, this is the largest, the thickest, the juiciest, the most buttery of all the burgers that Ray and Rastelli's brings to us here at QVC. Hey, I just heard, are you celebrating 50 years of business in October?
We will be in October, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, we're so honored to have you here. We're so honored to carry on this tradition 7 years running. Now, it's not always a Wagyu Kobe style.
No, it's not always. There's lots of different burgers we bring, but none like this Wagyu burger. Remember, the most sought after. It's why we actually haven't had this on for a year, because to get that amount of product to be able to satisfy our QVC family, it takes a long time to do that. But we wanted to make sure that we brought you the beginning of the season, the very, very finest. And when you can take the finest burger and get this kind of size out, so I want you to see how thick this burger is. This is not for the faint of heart. This is a very thick burger, 5.33 ounces. And to give you a comparison, that burger that you typically get at that drive-through is 1.5 ounces. This is 5.3.
And guess what? It costs more
ounces.
than $4.64.
Yes, it does. And it does not
And it's
plump.
wimpy, and it's puny, and it's tasteless, and it ain't Kobe-style Wagyu, I'll tell you that much. This is when you sit at the bar top or the white tablecloth steakhouse, and you're seeing a burger like this in the 40s.
That's right. Or you don't even have a price where they say market
MP.
price, right? And you'll see that, yes, you will see that if they have Wagyu beef. Very, very few steakhouses and pubs carry Wagyu beef because it is so limited. And because of that, we felt blessed to be able to bring that to our QVC family again this year. And, you know, it has become a tradition. I'm not sure it'll make the next tradition again next year, because we're not sure if we can get that much again next year. So take full advantage, because look at this burger. This has been sitting here for, I guess about 10, 15 minutes already. Look at that.
Oh,
this is a medium well.
It's like the Niagara Falls of burgers.
And that's because of that marbling that's inside that Wagyu burger. And it will just continue to juice. So when you're done cooking your burgers on the grill or the air fryer or in the skillet, let them rest for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then every bite will look just like that. You'll get that kind of beautiful, beautiful marbling inside each and every bite.
It's like a taste of luxury in burger form.
It really is.
You know, and sometimes we think, like when we're grilling and maybe we use lesser cuts of meat. No. You should not sacrifice when we have a today's special value like this. Have the luxury, have the elegance of a Wagyu Kobe style beef burger. And again, I can't stress this enough. The largest size that you bring, the thickest that you bring, the juiciest, the most buttery, the fanciest fanciest burger you could possibly have. Can we go over and see what Chris is cooking up? Because
absolutely.
It smells good.
It
Chris
does.
Mexer, trained chef. My man, that's nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Happy summer kickoff.
Yes.
Oh, you've
Perfect.
been hard at work. Look at you.
Perfect timing. Perfect
Okay,
timing.
what you got going?
So here's what we have. So this is how we do the burger. So the burger is going to come to you and are vacuum sealed, right? And it's going to last in your freezer for 1 year. It's going to come in the box. You can take them out of the box, put them all over your freezer.
Which I
As we
do.
know, tucking,
Which I do.
But what you want to do, the hardest thing about cooking these burgers will be turning your grill on or cutting the top off.
Right.
Okay, I mean,
said.
that's simple, right? Because what you're going to do is you're just going to put this on the grill after you cut the top.
Okay,
Just like
from
that.
frozen.
From frozen, right?